I thought I was recording, and I look and it's like not. Like, anyway, I wasn't saying much, but just saying how I took my nails off to do my hair. And did my hair yesterday. It was Mother's Day, and I have bangs, but since I have the headphones on, it has it going back. But I was trying to like kind of stick it in the back a little, not all the way, but however, so it's not all in my face. But yeah, I thought I'd go ahead and I gotta figure out who's around. I thought I'd go ahead, film myself right quick before I make it to my other destination. I don't know what today wants to be. It's like kind of chilly, but I don't know. Like kind of chilly and hot at the same time. It's spring, so that's what it is. But yeah, I thought I'd go ahead and film a little bit before I make it to my next destination. I'm actually like ducking and dodging a little bit. Like where I am, I don't want to see somebody because the Lord, I don't know what the Lord like is trying to do with me right now. Like sometimes you really just be in this space where you're like you don't know, but yet you know something coming. But you're just in the unknown of things. And then so like the Lord is having where people are like I don't know that I like have seen before and now all of a sudden like they're reappearing in my reality and I'm like, what? Like, cause I don't know. I thought they were like long gone and stuff. Um, just like places that the Lord has had me and you don't see these people for a long time or just a good while and then they reappear and you're like, what? Why? And then it's awkward making conversation, just looking. It's awkward making conversation with them now because now you're like at an even higher frequency. So like you just looking at people like are you a monitoring spirit, because it depends on what they're asking, and of course, oh, how you doing, where like I can't really have normal like conversations with people because of course people are nosy, but that's the spirits that are in them trying to be nosy on like, oh, what you doing, what are you up to, like, and but to them it's just normal, but for me I'm like, then it seems like I'm coming off like, I don't know, snobbish, snobbish or conceited in a way, because then I'm like, and then kind of just stop talking to them, and where I don't know, like that's awkward. That's awkward because that's just being normal, but I'm now coming off like, man, I can't even talk to nobody again. I mean, I was at a stage where I really, or not, this was like months ago where I literally couldn't talk to people and stuff because like that whole weird time mess was going on then, like on a all-time high. I mean, I was really out here. It really felt like I was by myself. Like everybody else on weird time, they looking at me like, and I'm like, so I don't know. It's not like that, but it is. It's not like that to that intensity. It's kind of like that, but just like I said, it's not to the intensity. It's more like my arm hurting in here. Like I don't know. I know the Lord better be doing something. Like I know the Lord's doing something, but it's like, come on already. Like, oh, and like I'm trying to inspire people too. At the same time, I'm going through stuff like that. I'm trying to figure out what the hey, like what. So, however, I gotta cut this short because I don't know who and what is doing what. Because people be out here doing damn energy manipulation and stuff, and it's too much. Like it's just weird. I don't know. Here's really why I wanted to get on film right quick. Okay, right quick. So, I'm not gonna hold my arm, but yeah, right quick. Because when I was learning about manifestation and all this, and it was like coming off like, oh, it's just easy peasy. And yeah, we've been doing this really, like we just been doing it unbeknownst to us, right? We didn't know that we were creating our reality by our thoughts. But just going back in my life, I've noticed that really I have been manifesting for others. Like say, like for once with my mom, anytime she would tell me she was having like problems with the job, people there, I would actually be like wanting the people not to cause harm, like some people like to cause harm to people and stuff. So they want to use their powers to be harming others. I didn't do that. I used my powers, even though I didn't know like I had powers in me at the time, but I would actually be like wanting for my mom to like, you know, not to have that situation happen. Whatever situation, if it was unfavorable for her, basically. Yeah, and next thing you know, like 2-3 days later, she'll tell me, oh, so and so got moved to a different department, like out where she like nowhere for her to be around, like my mom and all at that time. And I started like going back like, wow. And then also like with my kid's father, like when he was wanting to get a job at one point in time, I was up here like, you know, wanting him to get this particular job that he was working at for, like, I don't know if he's still working there, but however, I don't talk. But in saying that, like, he got the job, like it worked out, like different things happened and stuff. I was always wanting good for people and stuff. I remember one time, well, this is after I started like using my mind, knowing I was using it and stuff, like I was a manifester. I actually like manifested like for my daughter that drives, well, my oldest. I wanted it to snow, or no. I didn't want her to drive. I didn't want her to drive on this particular day because like here where I live is crazy. Like we don't get a lot of snow, but when it does, everybody just goes bonkers, like can't drive all of a sudden. And so I didn't want her to have to drive out in the, oh my gosh, there is somebody coming, so I'm gonna have to like cut it short because the Lord be having like these spirits be coming around, whatever. But anywho, but yeah, so I remember even then I didn't want her to like go to school because of the weather and stuff like that. And then she ended up having like, what is it called? School day, where they like cancel school for the whole day. And so that was awesome and stuff. So yeah. But they probably had to make it up a different day or something like that. So, however, hey, Grand Rising. And so after that, I'm just like, wow, I'm just seeing, like, thinking back to what, like, my mind, how things have came into play. Oh, and another thing I was going to say, also, like, how I wanted my kid's father, his biological mother, I wanted him to see her again. But that took about 10 years. That was about, I remember, I used to be like, oh, man, I really hope that, you know, he sees his mom again and all this because whatever the situation and stuff like that. But still, I wanted him to see mom, and I wanted like our kids to like see their biological grandmother and everything. And so happened like the Lord worked that out and everything. But at that time, man, I was going through it. I was like under depression, all kinds of crap and stuff. Witchcraft, I should say, at the time, but unbeknownst to me at the time. Yeah. So, however, but yeah, that was crazy, but still I wanted that to happen, and just certain things that I want for people has like came about. But I pulled my energy back, and who knows, all I can say is that their life, I don't know what's going on, I think it's falling apart, but my life is like, you know, going right on up, because I guess people were like using my energy to like, you know, have their lives all, you know, great for them, while I was getting drained the F out and stuff, and I didn't know that. So after I pulled my energy back, I basically started to rise. And so now you see the manifestation of what I speak over myself daily, because back then I was speaking a lot of crap, but then I also had a lot of other people speaking crap over me, unbeknownst to me at that time. So now I speak life over myself, and then these people are wondering, how is she doing this? Well, for one, I believe in the Most High. Okay, so my powers come from God. Okay, thank you very much. And so, in saying that, yeah, but what I was gonna say is that my journey is very crazy, okay, for manifesting things. Like, yeah, like little small things, but people are not really talking about these spirits that are like on a very dense, and when I say dense, I'm talking about demonic spirits, okay? These spirits are getting in people and up here doing wicked stuff, okay? Nobody really talks about that. So I was under the impression that once you like start thinking more positive and all the distractions, craziness, right? But like once you start up here, like um, coming into awareness that you're like creating your reality and stuff like that, like people are just making it seem like, oh, it's just your ego. Yeah, but then there's also spirits that up here want to be jumping in people's bodies because everything's energy and stuff, and taking people out. When I say that, I mean having people to up here think twisted thoughts to want to harm themselves or to harm others. Like, no one's really talking about this. Like, I mean, yeah, but they might be more like religious or like spiritual, but they still call themselves, whatever they want to call themselves and stuff. But at the same time, I'm like, are you serious? Like, these spirits are like jumping into people's bodies and stuff and like doing harm. Like, no one's mentioning that unless like, you are coming from religion or so. So, however, but we've got a lot of what you call distractions going on here. So I just wanted to say that part right quick because I was on the bus and I don't know. I'm like, yo, I can feel energy. Like, what I was gonna say too, because I'm like, because I'll think of this stuff, and as soon as I start filming, all of a sudden it goes out my mind. I'm like, what the heck was I wanting to talk about? Because I was just wanting to say that when you're on a lower frequency, a lot of people have attachments to them, meaning they have energies, spirits, demonic spirits, or whatever you want to call it and stuff. It's not just their mind, their ego. No, then you got other energies that want to attach to you. And then you got people who have attachments that want to send out those evil attachments onto other people to keep them all lower and everything. Nobody's really talking about this. And if they are, I guess they're not coming up in my feed just yet. But I do run into people who know this kind of stuff that aren't on video or I don't know. But a lot of times you'll just hear this in religion, but I'm not subscribed to any religion. I'm like, I know I'm a spirit having a human experience, and my experience is crazy. I'm like, I may make it look like, no, it's some craziness going on. I try to like film what I can and stuff to make it seem like it's funny, because actuality, it's crazy. Oh my gosh. Like, but even though like I have like, a spiritual team, when I say that, like archangels and angels, my ancestors, like those that you can't see and stuff, they're with me right now. I'm about to move because the Lord up here having people coming around and stuff, and I'm just already like, but the point is that I was trying to say, like, people aren't really talking about these spirits that be attaching to people. Say if you're on a lower frequency, so if you have jealousy, hate, if you eat too much, gluttony, like those spirits, there's spirits that actually like are on people, and they keep on having you to like eat more, and you're wondering like, why can't I stop? And then I don't know about the lighting, dang it, because I'm trying to like get some good lighting here. Okay, I'm still getting used to this about like, because however, it's not really like a vlog. I might make some other videos and stuff. Man, I wanted to put some gel, like y'all don't know. I was really trying to get out of this place that I was at before a certain time frame, because so I wanted to like put some gel on my edges and stuff like that. I'm like, the Lord, all right now. I'm like, the Lord gotta hook me up with certain things I'm running here. But yeah, so they're attached to people who have like addictions, like if it's alcohol, porn, or I already said about eating a lot, jealousy, enviness, so that's the same, but still hatred. Oh, here's another one. Oh, drug addiction is what I wanted to say. These are spirits. That's why alcohol, they call it spirits and stuff, because then you become a whole nother person. I mean, when I used to drink alcohol, I was not a bad person, meaning like I wasn't like getting so drunk to where I got mean and stuff. I didn't want to beat up people. I wanted to have fun. I was like getting crunk and everything. Like, I loved that at the time. But now I get to like be that way, being positive and not on drugs or alcohol or doing anything strange for change, nothing of that nature. I don't do any of that. And yet the Lord just blesses me because I stay upright. But however, so that people want to be nosy and stuff. Go ahead, watch me. Get inspired. Get inspired. Change your life for the better. All right. But even though I'm homeless at the time, I'm like, I'm talking about, well, like I'm still homeless right now, but I'm still like, this is divinely orchestrated, okay? But I'm about to get off here because I'm already about to use up, I don't know which way this is going, but I need to like take off a lot of like film. That's why I have been putting up a lot of videos so that I can take them off to have more memory on my phone, whatever terminology and stuff for that and stuff. But however, but I don't know if I'm gonna put this out. I say that and then I put it out, but yeah, gonna go ahead. I just wanted to get that part out. I really was wanting to get the part out that people really aren't talking about these attachments, but see, that's in my reality, because there's other people that have, well, everybody has their own like life journey purpose and stuff, but apparently mine is like on some other stuff, and I'm like, Lord, really? My gum almost fell out. I know. Sorry if I was like smacking away and stuff with it or chomping away on the gum, but now I'm about to head on to wherever I go. But yeah, all right, y'all. Bye.